Alright, hi everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm going to briefly wrap up what I said in what I was just recording because I am now noticing in editing that I forgot to continue recording after I paused the recording. I know, very smart. Anyways, today we're talking about the contested territory event in BTD6, and I'm going to bring up a few big problems and what I think needs to be done to fix them. First problem, and probably the easiest one to figure out, is least tiers and least cash are boring as heck. Time attacks and boss balloons are really fun, but they're hard to get into, and in such a competitive environment, it is just not enjoyable. So, why would anyone do them? They wouldn't, of course, it makes sense. So, if this is such a problem, and it's the fundamentals of CT, how does that get fixed? Well, I mean, there's only so many options that can do it without being too out of control. But I think the best option would be almost an entire overhaul to the CT event. Relics and everything are fine, but I think what needs to be done is there needs to be more accessibility on the map. Because when it comes to the map, sometimes you get locked around by boss balloons and time attacks, and your team members are like, sorry, I'm simply not able to do this. Because some people are casual players, it makes sense. They don't want to be playing some super competitive, super sweaty race. It just isn't fun for them, which is completely fair. I would not blame them for doing that because it's just not fun to me either. So, in that case, what should be done, I think, is instead of tiles being boss bloom, time attack, least cash, least tiers, the tile should be based off difficulty. Maybe they can all be on the same map with the same towers, but you as the player could select, do you want to do a time attack with this? Do you want to do a boss balloon with this? Do you want to do least tiers with this? Do you want to do least cash with this? You use your relics, you think smart, you try and break into whichever one is the most optimal. But if it's a tile and it's like easy, medium, hard, expert, then you can have a team that says, hey, I'm not that great at the game. I can barely do time attacks or boss balloons. And you can, as the leader, as the workers of your team, say, okay, that's alright, some of us are higher up, we can take care of the hards and experts, you just focus on doing easy and mediums, do what's fun for you. This allows the game to be enjoyable, and also gives more strategy to CT than ever, because now instead of just figuring out how do I play least cash the most efficiently to duplicate the score everyone else has, maybe you can think, how do I do the boss balloon more efficiently than they did their least tiers? Of course, there would be a lot of conversion that would need to get done to get balanced scores, but this would be interesting and really good for high-level and low-level play from what I understand. Because new CT teams would be able to join contested territory and they can be given a more or less easy or medium difficulty maps. And the higher-ups can get a bunch of expert maps, which would maybe be a harder map, longer rounds, more towers. It doesn't have to all be it, because of course that would still not be fun for everyone. Having the challenge or having some easy ones to do are always nice. But this would allow a sense of balance that every player can benefit from, instead of the current, well, team, it looks like we're locked by time attacks and boss balloons. None of us are able to do it, and everything else is least tiers and least cash for at least 80 rounds that we have to steal from other teams who have already optimized it. And then it's just a boring waiting game that no one wants to play. That's it. I just want to make a brief video about it. I like CT as a concept. I love competitive team modes, but it is so obnoxiously boring to play, and I think there needs to be something done about it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.